Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on subtraction. Subtraction is another very important operation in our number system. It can be thought of in the following way. There were 4 apples on the teacher's desk. The teacher gave 1 apple to the best behaved student. How many apples were left? So here are the 4 apples. Think of these as a group of apples. One of these apples was given to a student, so that is no longer there. That is, it was removed or taken away from the group. How many are left? 1, 2, 3. So that's very straightforward. In other words, if we think of everyday items, subtraction involves removing or taking away parts of a group of objects. Here's another example. 6 birds were standing on a piece of wood. If 2 flew away, how many are left? So there's the group of 6 birds. If those 2 flew away, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. So it's the same idea. And the next example, again, Ted had 5 marbles and gave 3 away. How many are left? Let's say he gave those 3 away there, and we have 2 marbles left. So that's the idea of subtraction, taking something away from a group of objects. Using base 10 materials. The teacher brought 7 pens to school. She gave 3 to her students. How many are left? Now just imagine you couldn't see these pens, but I've got them there just to show you what the problem's about. But you had some base 10 materials. All you do is you put 7 of those on the table, because each of those stands for 1. The teacher gave 3 away, 1, 2, 3, and look at that, 4 left. Okay, so taking away from a group. The canteen had 9 apples, 2 were sold at recess, and a further 3 were sold during the lunch break. How many apples were left? These base 10 materials represent the apples. If 2 were sold at recess, there they are. Another 3 were sold at lunchtime. How many are left? 4. See, so it's the same concept, isn't it? Taking something away or removing something away from a group of objects. Subtraction with numbers. We can use numbers without the use of concrete materials to perform the operation of subtraction. The sign for subtraction is, and there it is there, like it's a horizontal line. It's the subtraction sign, the minus sign, the takeaway sign. There were 5 balloons on a string. 1 balloon was swept away in the wind. How many balloons were left? So we have 5 balloons. 1 was swept away from the wind, or by the wind. So we take 1 away. So we have 4 left. Now the good way to check this is, see the 4, put your pencil on the 4, pretend that's a number line like we did earlier, and count 1 to the right. So you have 4, then you go 5. And that's how you check that the answer is correct, because you end up with that answer. So let's do some examples here with these numbers. 7 take away 2. You could say something like you had 7 apples and you gave 2 away. Or, if you're now 7, how old were you 2 years ago? Anything like that will do, and you'll soon work out that the answer's 5. The way to check that that is correct, put your pencil on the 5, if that was a number line. Count 2 places to the right. 6, 7. You counted 2 places to the right, and you end up with that number. So that checks that you're correct. 8 take away 5 gives you 3. So put your pencil on the 3 and count 5 places to the right. So you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And that gives you 8 as the original answer there, as the original number. So if you wanted to do some dots just to check you were correct, you could do it that way. So if you started at 3 and then you go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that checks that you've counted 5 places to the right and you end up with 8. 9 minus 3 is 6, so 9 minus 3 equals 6. So we put our pencil on the 6 and we count 3 places to the right. So here we go. 7, 8, 9. So they are the 3, that's the 3 there, and we ended up with 9. 7 take away 6 gives you 1. Put your pencil on the 1 and count 6 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we are. And that's 6 places. Now let's count 1 place at a time to the right. So if we're at 1, we go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've actually gone 6 places to the right, but we've landed on 7. And there it is. 6 take away 6. If you have 6 objects and you took 6 away, that means you have none left. So if you have your pencil on 0 and count 6 places to the right, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's correct. So look what's happened. When you have 3 and another 5, that gives you the original 8. This is a good way to check it. That's 8 altogether. 3 plus 5 is 8. They're the 5 that you took away. Same with the first one. Let's do it with the first one. If you had 5, okay, and you counted forward 2 places, so you put your pencil on 5 and you go 6, 7, that's 7 altogether, and they're the ones you took away. 5 take away 2. Sorry, 7, the original 7, which is 5 plus 2 is 7, so there's your 7, you took 2 away. There's your 8 altogether, you took those 5 away. That's your 9 altogether, you took those 3 away. There's your 7 altogether, you took those 6 away. And that's your 6 altogether, and you took those 6 away. So that's been an interesting introduction to subtraction, and we'll have a look at more examples in the next video.